Dear students, in this lecture we will discuss integration of vector functions. We know that integration is the inverse process of differentiation. Let two vectors small ft and capital FT are two vectors with scalar small t. Now d dt of f of t is equal to small f of t. Then integration of f of t dt is equal to f of t. Here small f of t is called integrand and capital F of t is called indefinite integration. Why we are calling it indefinite integration? Let us think about it. Let's see, is any arbitrary constant vector independent of t? Then d dt of f of t plus c is f of t. Now we transpose this value, we get integration part of this. Sum f of t dt is equal to f of t plus c, where c is constant of integration. This value is arbitrary and independent of t, so we free to choose this value, and the value of this differentiation has been changed. Now we restrict the limit point of the integration, then we get a definite integration of the given function. Let us define the definite integration of a function. In this case, we consider a function which differentiate, we get f of t is equal to small f of t for all t belonging to closed interval a b. Now the integration of this function sum a to b f of t dt is equals to, here the value of f of t is this. Now put this value here, sum a to b d dt of f of t dt. Then we get f of t plus c in the form of indefinite integral. The limit point is a to b. Now we put the upper limit, we get f of b plus c minus, we put lower limit a here, we get f of a plus c. Now open this bracket, we get c cancel, then f of b minus f of a is the value of this part, a to b f of t dt. So this type of integration is known as definite integral. Okay, Now we consider theorem. It is most important theorem in integration of vector function. If f of t is equal to f1t I cap plus f2t j cap, we consider cap or not, it is a unit vector, f3t k cap or only k, then integration of f of t dt is equal to I integration of f1 t with respect to dt plus j sum f2t dt plus k sum f3t dt. It means in order to integrate a vector function, we should integrate its components. The component of I is f1t, the component of j is f2t, the component of k f3t. These are the components of the values I, j and k. So in the integration, we should apply the integration on the components of these I, j, k. Okay. Now we consider some standard results. We have already obtained some standard results for differentiation. With the help of these results, we can obtain some standard results for integration. Now we consider about standard results. Some standard results. First, we have d dt of r dot s, vector r dot vector s. We know this value, the dot product of two vectors, derivative of first vector d dt of vector r dot vector s plus first function adjective derivative of second d dt of vector s. Now the integration of this value, so sum d vector r dt dot vector s plus vector r dot d dt of vector s dt is equal to vector r dot vector s plus c. This is our first result. Here c is the constant of integration. It should be noted that c is here a scalar quantity. C is here a scalar quantity. Why? Because the dot product is a scalar quantity. So it is also a scalar quantity. Now the second result is we have d dt of r square, means vector r square. We know this value, 2 vector r dot d vector r by dt. Now we transpose this value, so integration of 2 vector r dot d vector r by dt, dt is equal to what? Vector r square plus C. We also write this value, sum vector r dot d dt of vector r dt is equal to vector r square by 2 plus c. Okay, here the constant c is also a scalar quantity because vector r is a scalar quantity here in the dot product form. Now we consider third result. We have d dt of d vector r upon dt whole square is equal to 2 d vector r by dt dot d square dt square vector r. We know this value, therefore we have sum 2 d vector r by dt dot d square by dt square vector r dt is equal to d vector r by dt whole square plus c. This is our third result. Here the constant of integration c is a scalar quantity. Also d vector r by dt whole square is equal to d dt of vector r dot product of d dt of vector r. Okay, now we consider fourth result. We have d dt of vector r cross d dt of vector r is equal to फर्स्ट फंक्शन डेरिवेटिव क्या d dt of vector r cross d dt of vector r plus first function as it is derivative of second d square dt square vector r. We know the cross product of same vector is 0. So then d dt of vector r cross d dt of vector r is equal to vector r cross d square dt square vector r. So sum vector r cross d square dt square vector r dt is equal to vector r cross d dt of vector r plus c. This is our fourth result. Here the constant of integration c is a vector quantity since the integrand r cross d square dt square vector r is also a vector quantity. It means the value is vector, then the constant is also a vector. When the value is a scalar, then the constant is also a scalar. Now we consider fifth result. If a is a constant vector, then we have, if a is a constant vector, then we have d dt of A cross R, R means vector R, is equal to d dt of A is a constant vector, cross vector R plus A adjective cross vector d dt of vector R. We know the derivative of constant vector is 0, then we get this value A cross d dt of vector R. Now the integration of A cross d dt of vector R dt is equal to A cross vector R plus C. Here A is a constant vector. Here the constant of integration C is a vector quantity. Why? The integrand is a vector quantity. Now we consider sixth result. These results are very important in exam point of view. In sixth result, if small r is the magnitude of vector R and vector R cap is a unit vector in the direction of vector R, and R cap is the unit vector in the direction of vector R, then d dt of R cap is equal to, we know the value of R cap is vector R by magnitude of vector R. So here we put this value d dt of vector R by R. This value d dt of 1 by R vector R. This is the first function and this is the second function. Now we consider the product of two functions. The derivative of two functions in the product form, we know first function adjective 1 by R, derivative of second d dt of vector R plus second function adjective derivative of first d dt of 1 by R. We know this value. How can we derive this value? Here we see this value d dt of 1 by R. It means d dt of R raised to power minus 1. We know minus 1 R raised to power minus 1 d R by dt. It means minus 1 by R squared dr by dt. We put this value here. We get 1 by R d dt of vector R minus vector R by R squared d R by dt. Now the integration of this is this. So integration of 1 by R d vector R by dt minus 1 by R square d vector d dt of R into vector R dt is equal to R cap plus C. Here C is a constant. It is also a vector quantity. Now we consider seventh result. If C is a constant scalar and vector R a vector function of a scalar t, then sum of C vector r dt is equal to c sum of vector r dt. Now we consider eighth result. If vector r and vector s are two vector functions, here vector r and vector s are two functions of the scalar t, then sum of r vector plus vector s dt is equal to sum of means integration of vector r dt plus integration of vector s dt. Some standard results are very important for your exam point of view. You should learn it. Let us consider some examples. Here first example is, if vector r of t is equal to 5t square I plus tj minus t cube k, prove that limit point 1 to 2 integration of vector r cross d square dt square vector r dt is equal to minus 14i plus 75j minus 15k. We know that by a standard result, sum vector r cross d square dt square vector r dt is equal to vector r cross d dt of vector r plus c. Now we change this value in definite integral 1 to 2 vector r cross d square dt square vector r dt is equal to vector r cross d dt of vector r, limit point 1 to 2. Now we find this value vector r and derivative of vector r with respect to t. Here the derivative of vector r d dt of vector r differentiated with respect to t, this value 10t square, here only j, here 3t square k. Now find the cross product of vector r by derivative of vector r cross d dt of vector r. Determinant of I, j, k, component of vector r 5t square t minus t cube, and component of derivative of vector r 10t square 1 3t square minus here minus 3t square. Now open this value I. This row and this column dismiss. T multiplied by minus 3t square means minus 3t cube. 1 multiplied by minus t cube minus minus plus t cube. Now minus j, value of this j is 5t square multiplied by minus 3t square, because this row and this column dismiss. The sign of first plus, second minus, third plus, it means minus j here. Now 5t square multiplied by minus 3t square, 5 3 ja 15 minus 15 t square multiplied by t square, t raised to power 4 minus, and this value is also minus 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 plus 10t square multiplied by here 10t only, 10t, 5t square means 10t only, 10t multiplied by this 10t raised to the power 4. Now the value of k, this row and this column dismiss. 5t square multiplied by 1, 5t square minus 10t multiplied by t, 10t square. Now we get minus 3t cube plus t cube. We get minus 2t cube I. Here minus 15 plus 10 minus 5 minus multiply plus 5t raised to power 4 j 5 minus 10 minus 5t square. Now put this value here. We get minus 2t cube I plus 5t raised to power 4 j minus 5t square. Limit value 1 to 2. First we put upper limit. Then we get 2 raised to power 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3 I plus 5 multiplied by 2 raised to power 4 j minus 5 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2 minus, putting this value here 1. So we get this value 2 I 5 j minus 5 t square, here k, here also k, here also k. Now 2 cube means 8 to the 16. Here this value is there is here 8 multiplied by minus 2 minus 16 I 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 16 5 the 80 j 2 to the 4 4 5 the 20 k minus 2 I minus 5 j plus 5 k. Here this value is negative and this is also negative. Here this value is negative, it means this value is also negative. Minus multiplied plus. Now minus 16 plus 2 minus 14 I plus 80 minus 5 75 j minus 20 plus 5 minus 15 k. This is our result. Okay. Now we consider next question. It is very simple. Only we apply the formula and the cost product value we get. Putting this value here, upper and lower limit put respectively, we subtract and then we get our answer. Let us consider next question. The question is, given that r of t, vector r of t 2i minus j plus 2k when t is equal to 2, and second value is 4i minus 2j plus 3k when t is equal to 3, so that sum 2 to 3 r dot d dt of vector r, we denote this value, dt is equal to 10. How can we solve this question? So first we know that the standard result sum vector r dot d dt of vector r dt is equal to vector r square by 2 plus c. Now we convert in this form, sum 2 to 3 vector r dot d dt of vector r dt is equal to, here vector r by 2 to 3, constant value has gone. Now when t is equal to 3, upper limit and lower limit, then vector r square means this value multiplied by 2 times. Vector r square means vector r dot vector r. Here t is equal to 3. Vector rt is 4i minus 2j plus 3k. Dot product 4i minus 2j plus 3k. We get 4 4 ja 16, 2 2 ja 4, 3 3 ja 9. 16 plus 4 20, 20 plus 9 29. When t is equal to 2, r square is equal to vector r dot vector r. In this case 2i minus j plus 2k dot product by 2i minus j plus 2k. Now we get 2 2 ja 4 minus 1 plus 2 2 ja 4. This value is equal to 9. We know that I dot I is equal to 1, I dot j is equal to 0, j dot j is equal to 1, k dot k is equal to 1. So now put this value here. Sum 2 to 3 vector r dot d dt of vector r dt is equal to, in the case of upper limit the value is 29, 1 by 2 common 29. In the case of lower limit 9 minus, we get this value 20 by 2 is equal to 10. Our answer is 10. Okay.